In 1944, the USS Omaha, a U.S. Navy cruiser, was reported to have been sunk during a battle in the Pacific, but the exact circumstances of its sinking remain unclear. The USS Omaha was a U.S. Navy cruiser that served during World War II. In 1944, the USS Omaha was reported sunk during a battle in the Pacific. The exact circumstances of the USS Omaha's sinking remain unclear to this day. The USS Omaha was part of Task Force 38, a major naval force in the Pacific. The ship's fate was shrouded in mystery due to conflicting reports and damaged records. The USS Omaha's sinking remains one of the most enduring, unsolved maritime mysteries of World War II. See the impact of Cyclone Idai on African elephant habitats in Mozambique, where the storm destroyed critical habitats and displaced wildlife. Cyclone Idai was one of the deadliest cyclones to hit Africa, killing over 1,300 people in 2019. The storm destroyed over 90% of Mozambique's Gorongosa National Park, a critical African elephant habitat. Elephants in the park lost their food sources, shelter, and migration routes due to the cyclone's destruction. Conservation efforts are underway to restore habitats and provide aid to displaced elephants, including food and water drops. The cyclone also affected human settlements, leaving thousands of people without homes or access to basic necessities. In 1995, O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murder, but later found liable in civil court. O.J. Simpson, a former NFL star and actor, was arrested in 1994 for the murders of his ex-wife and her friend. The trial began in January 1995, with prosecutors Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden facing off against Simpson's Dream Team defense. A crucial piece of evidence was a bloody glove found at the crime scene, which famously didn't fit Simpson's hand during a dramatic in-court demonstration. Simpson's friend, Brian Cato Kalin, testified that he heard nothing on the night of the murders, despite being a guest in Simpson's house. After 9 months of trial, the jury delivered a verdict, not guilty, sparking widespread shock and disbelief across the nation. Discover the eerie tale of India's Loktak Lake, which turns blood red during the monsoon season due to the presence of a specific type of algae. Loktak Lake in India transforms into a blood-red river during the monsoon season. The eerie color change is caused by a type of algae called cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria thrive in Loktak Lake's unique ecosystem, rich in nutrients and minerals. During monsoon season, heavy rainfall and floods trigger the algae's explosive growth. The blood-red phenomenon is a natural and temporary occurrence, usually lasting a few weeks. Loktak Lake's remarkable transformation attracts tourists and scientists alike, fascinated by nature's spectacle. Breaking down the NBA's greatest modern rivalry, featuring the on-court battles, stats, and awards of LeBron James and Stephen Curry. LeBron James and Stephen Curry have faced each other 34 times in the regular season and playoffs. Curry's Warriors won 3 NBA championships from 2015 to 2018, while LeBron's Cavs won 1 in 2016. LeBron has averaged 28.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game against Curry's Warriors. Steph Curry has made 244 three-pointers against LeBron's teams, the most against any opponent. LeBron has been named NBA Finals MVP 4 times, while Curry has been named twice. Their rivalry has produced 1-4-4 zero-point games, with LeBron scoring 10 and Curry scoring 4. Meet the incredible story of Claude Bowers, a USPS mail carrier who delivered mail during the Great Blizzard of 1888, showcasing the bravery of postal workers. The Great Blizzard of 1888 was one of the deadliest winter storms in U.S. history, killing over 400 people. On the 12th of March, 1888, a massive blizzard hit the Northeast, dumping up to 50 inches of snow in some areas. Claude Bowers, a brave USPS mail carrier, trudged through the blizzard to deliver mail to his customers in New York City. Bowers walked 12 miles in the blinding snowstorm, often wading through drifts up to his neck, to complete his route. Despite the treacherous conditions, Bowers delivered mail to over 100 customers, earning him national recognition and praise. Examine the harsh conditions and staggering mortality rates on sugar plantations in the Caribbean and Americas, where enslaved workers were forced to labor in brutal conditions, leading to the deaths of millions. Between 1,492 and 1,820, over 12 million enslaved Africans were forcibly brought to the Americas to work on sugar plantations. Sugar plantations were notorious for their brutal conditions, with workers facing physical abuse, malnutrition, and disease. In Barbados, a sugar-producing island, the average life expectancy of an enslaved worker was just 7 years in the 17th century. Sugar production was so lucrative that it fueled the transatlantic slave trade, with European powers competing for control. Witness Cristiano Ronaldo's incredible 8-minute hat-trick against Atletico Madrid in the 2014 Champions League, a testament to his goal-scoring prowess. Cristiano Ronaldo's 8-minute hat-trick is one of the fastest in Champions League history. The match was a quarter-final tie between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid on the 22nd of April 2014. Ronaldo scored his first goal in the 57th minute, sparking an incredible comeback for Real Madrid. He scored his second goal just 2 minutes later, leveling the score at 2-2. Ronaldo completed his hat-trick in the 65th minute, securing a dramatic 3-2 win for Real Madrid. This remarkable performance cemented Ronaldo's reputation as one of the greatest goal scorers in football history. Did you know that 83% of tap water samples from around the world contain microplastics? Every day, you unknowingly ingest microplastics, with 83% of tap water samples worldwide contaminated. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters, commonly found in cosmetics and clothing. The main sources of microplastics are wastewater treatment plants, industrial runoff, and plastic debris. Microplastics have been found in 90% of table salt samples, showing their pervasive presence in our diet. Exposure to microplastics has been linked to human health issues, including cancer and reproductive problems. Reducing plastic use, recycling, and using a water filter can help minimize microplastic consumption and exposure. Count down the top 5 deadliest sports in history, featuring gladiator games, jousting, and boxing, and learn about the mortality rates and risks associated with each sport, including the shocking statistic that 1 in 5 gladiators died in the arena. The ancient Olympic Games featured a deadly sport called pankration, a mix of wrestling and boxing. In the 18th century, boxing matches often lasted until one fighter was knocked out or died. Gladiators in ancient Rome had a 1 in 5 chance of dying in the arena, with over 10,000 deaths recorded. Jousting, a medieval sport, claimed the lives of many nobles, including a French king in 1559. Bullfighting, still practiced today, has a mortality rate of 1 death per 10,000 participants.